Hello and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Joey, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Joey's ability to understand and respond to his obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give the dogs while we're working with them, and also the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot training leash, and he's going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. And the correction that we give is a tug and release on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Joey has been fitted with his own personal training collar. You'll notice that Fred keeps that collar high up on his neck, right behind his ears for the most control while working with him. And we will show you how to properly put that collar on and use it during your one-on-one lesson. Now Joey is sitting very nicely on Fred's left-hand side, and that's where all of our obedience training takes place. The first command that they're going to demonstrate for you is heeling, and heeling is proper walking on a leash. The command that you're going to give is Joey heel, and you're going to simply start walking, and you'll notice that Joey has been trained to walk very nicely on your left-hand side at your pace. He should not be lagging behind on that leash, nor lunging ahead and pulling. We've also gone ahead and incorporated an automatic sit into the heeling exercise. So anytime that you're out and about and walking with Joey and you stop, he's been trained to sit nicely right at your left heel position. I'll show you one of those automatic sits coming up here. There you go, and you will see those frequently throughout the video here. Now the next command they're going to demonstrate is the stay command. It's a hand and voice command. Use the open flat of your left palm in front of his muzzle and the one-word command to stay, and then out to the end of the leash. Now this is a great command to help build up his self-control and maturity skills, so make sure you're practicing this command frequently. You'll start with low time increments of about 30 seconds to a minute, and upon his success you increase his intervals, working up to a total of 3 minutes for the long sit stay. Now, Joey should remain seated throughout the entire command, including upon Fred's return to heel position, where he walks all the way around and behind, returning back to heel position. Joey gets some praise for doing a fabulous job. Here at Williams Dog Training Company, we use lots of positive reinforcement and make it fun and motivating for the dogs when working them through their commands, and it's important to let them know that they're doing so. You'll see Fred give him pets throughout the video when he's completing his commands appropriately and telling him good boy and good job. We want to let him know that he's doing a great job when he is. Stay command for you again. Out to the end of the leash, and Fred's going to give him a second to hold it for some practice, and then instead of returning back to heel position, he's going to demonstrate the recall or the come on command. The command you use is Joey come, and he should come in and sit directly in front of you. Good job. And then around the back of your right hand side, behind you to your left hand side, sitting nicely. Great job. Waiting for his next command, and they're going to demonstrate that again.
Joey, come.
Make sure you use a nice, fun, and inviting voice when you're calling him in. Make it welcoming for him to come into you. Good boy. Now if anytime you're working Joey through his commands and he doesn't complete them appropriately, you're going to tell him no, followed by a tug and release on our training collar, and you go ahead and repeat the command. And it's important to make sure that he completes the command from beginning to end. That also goes if he's displaying any inappropriate behavior, such as jumping up or nipping or chewing. Again, you just tell him no, and you can use a correction on that correction collar. And we will go over all this with you during your one-on-one lesson. Now the next command they're getting ready to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. Again, use the open flat of your left palm straight down towards the ground and the one-word command to down. Then give that stay command before you walk out to the end of the leash. Another great command to help build up his self-control and maturity skills, so make sure you're practicing this one often as well. And again, start with short time increments and build yourself up to a total of 5 minutes for the down stay. And of course, he should remain laying down throughout the entire command. Very nicely done. For example, if Joey had gotten up during that command, you would just tell him no, go back and put him in a down and repeat the down stay until he completed it, laying down the entire time, but he did such a fabulous job. This is also a good time to remind you that although you'll be incorporating all of your commands into your everyday life with Joey, you're going to set aside about 15 to 20 minutes every day to work Joey through his commands in a formal obedience training session such as this video. You can even put it on and follow along if you want, but it's great practice for the both of you and helps with the transition of his rules and new commands into the house. If Fred left him in a down stay, gives him a moment to hold it, and then they're going to demonstrate that recall or come on command from the down position for you this time.
Joe, come.
Joey gets up and comes on in. Good job. You heard Fred use a little verbal praise there and tell him good boy, and also some physical praise. Combine the two. And now they are preparing to heel into position for the last command, which is the second of our down commands, so down from a heel position. Down from a distance. And you're going to leave Joey in a sit stay out to the end of the leash, and from the end of the leash, you're going to use your right hand to drop Joey in a down. And he should go into a down directly where he's sitting. Very nicely demonstrated. Fred returns back to heel position. We've demonstrated for you today all the obedience commands that Joey has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Joey. We ask that you keep us posted on his progress when he returns home, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.